Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chet, and welcome back to modding CocoCraft. Now, last time we left off, we made some ores, and last episode we were supposed to do armor, but Coco said that it'd be a bright idea to do ores last episode, then armor this episode, which I figured that it was pretty good idea as well. So I'm glad that I asked him. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing this episode is adding some armor, like I just said. Repeater, why did I repeat myself? But right now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding the armor recipe. If you can see here, this is different from last time. I don't think I did this last episode. I think I did it when I was recording the armor episode, the first one, and then I decided to redo it. But pretty much what this is, instead of having all the methods here saying add hoe recipe, add axe recipe, add blah 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 recipe, add pickaxe recipe, add shovel, add sword, and all that, I pretty much compact it down into just 3 methods. I could even go further, down to array list, but I decided not to. I decided that might cause some problems, so yeah, I decided that it'd be smart to just keep it this way. And if I decide to do it off camera, I'll go over it again. Okay, so first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a void method, and it's just going to be aimed at armor recipes. And these are going to be, because I already did this off camera, I have all the code to the right, so I could just be like, bloop, and it's pretty much what we're going to be adding is we're going to be adding 4 item stacks. So we got the boots, leggings, chest plate, and then the helmet. And then you do all these guys down here, which is the helmet, the chest plate, and the leggings, and the boots code. I know I don't like copy and pasting stuff, but because I already did them in the episode and it's going to save more time, like if you really want to, just pause the screen. But I'm going to go over what everything does. Like the other episode that we did, I think it was the first one, in which we added axes and all this such, and all this stuff, not all this such, all this stuff and such, that could work. We have helmet, and for helmet we'd go new object and kind of like an upside down minecart in a way, so it'd just be 3 number signs and then number sign space number sign. So this would create a and then we'd add the cast to the material. So what this is saying right here is saying number sign is equal to material, or I think it's, I don't know what it actually stands for, but I forget what it does. It's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna waste time thinking of that. But it does it for all these in the different patterns. So if you want to know what the patterns are, just look at the screen. That's kind of how they're coded. If you want to look at them from the vanilla side of things, you can go to an item, and then it should be crafting manager, and then actually it's recipes armor. They're like this. They have patterns set up. I did it in a different way. So that if I ever want to make it more compact, I'd do it like that. But I like the way that we have it here. Alright, so now that we have them, we would do pretty much all of this stuff right here. And the reason why it already shows the emerald helmet is, I'll get to that in a bit actually. So all of this stuff is null right now, and we're going to be adding them in a few seconds. But so pretty much what this is doing is adding armor recipes. It's creating an item stack for emerald helmet, creating an item stack for chest plate, the leggings, the boots, and then it just casts a emerald, pretty much, the item emerald. So let's go to CocoCraft and I'll show you what I did. That gap doesn't have to be there. Pretty much all I did is, because we have gone over this so many times, it's like I said, I want to save a lot of time for you guys in this episode. So it'd just be creating, we'd just be creating some ints for each helmet and the sapphire. Actually, the sapphire code is already done, which I did not think about. I feel kind of dumb, but yeah, we already did the sapphire. So we have the boots. I actually ended up making the sapphire null pointer exception. Oh my god. I can throw that in right in a second. Give me a second. Alright, I fixed them. So as I was saying, pretty much we just did these other episodes, and if you are new to the series, it's just adding an interface of mod.item, and then we have two attributes here, which one is name, and the other is type class, which we just have the name, and the type class is just item. We could do like CocoCraft dot items dot all that, but I decided just to name it item because it seems to not really matter. I don't know if it really does, but I didn't delete this stuff here, which in fact I actually don't need to. I only needed to delete the actual code for that. So we're gonna add that in. I'm gonna add that in off camera real fast, guys. Alrighty, I'm back. Pretty much all I did is just added all the IDs for everything. Like I said, we went over things like that many of times. So if you don't like me going back and just copy and pasting things that I've already did previously, just tell me, guys, because I will not do that anymore if you don't like it. So I just noticed this guy needs to be saved. Alright, so now we're actually going to be creating our items. Let's close out of that. We're going to create a new item here in our items package, and we're going to name this item CocoCraft armor. Alright, so CocoCraft armor is going to implement, well, it's actually going to extend item armor, and it's going to implement armor texture provider. And let's import them both and add all of these things for it. So we're gonna have to add the constructor, and then we're gonna add the, then import that, and then we're gonna add the unimplemented methods. Alright, so I'm gonna just take that out because I don't think that's necessary. But here we're gonna make a new string called armor. So string armor. I just hit my knuckle on the glass. I have a glass desk, and I'm gonna just make sure I have everything ready to copy and paste. But we're going to be creating a new Boolean method over here, and well, we actually just, this can just be private Boolean. Is material string material item armor. Or I can just do item, but we're gonna do armor. And let's import that item. And for this, we're gonna do if armor dot get item name dot, oh my god, dot contains material, return true, else return false. That's all. Forgot the semicolon. Alright, we can put that back there too. Okay, so that's very simple. All this is doing is it's just checking the item name and seeing if it actually has what the material is. And for instance, this is going to be if is material sapphire, oops, sapphire, and we're gonna add the item stack dot get item. Oh, I didn't put this in a string format. Here we are. And then we're going to be doing that. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now if we do if, hold on, I'm gonna create a new int up here. So int id equals item stack dot get item. Oh, okay. I was like, I got confused there. Dot get item dot shifted index. That's just going to save us some time there. So if ID is not equal to CocoCraft, I said cuckoo, items dot space sapphire leggings dot shifted index armor equals CocoCraft texture armor and sapphire score 1 dot png. Alright, and then it's going to do else it's equal to 2. So that's pretty much all that is. Let's go ahead and just throw in extra guys. So, bloop. And it's going to be doing that for all these. Pretty much all this is saying is if the material is emerald, it's going to change which one it's rendering to either 1 or 2. This does it because leggings and all the other armor pieces are separate, not terrain files, but separate texture files, and that's what this method is doing, is making sure that it's rendering the correct texture file onto the player. Alright, so let's go ahead, and we already have the crafting manager done, so we're going to close that out. We're going to start creating our helmets and everything. So let's come down here, sapphire, and do sapphire helmet equals new item CocoCraft. I'm just failing spelling right now. Equals new that, blah blah blah, and then import and add the constructors or add the arguments, whatever. And item emerald axe. We want this to be sapphire helmet. ID, we're going to keep that null for a second, and then I think I'm just making sure I have everything ready. Actually, I don't need that right now. Yeah. I think the way this goes, it goes 0, and that 0 means it's the helmet, and then we're just going to put a 3 here. I don't think that if we go into item armor, no, not item armor, what am I doing? So 0, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're just gonna have a 0 here. Okay, so let's save that, and we'll do chest plate, leggings, and boots. And this would be 1, 2, 3. Alright. And then we do everything like set item name sapphire helmet, and then set not texture file but icon chord, and that would be 0, 3 for this one, I believe. Let me check. 0, 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that'd be 9, 0. Okay, so this null guy is going to be common Roxy dot sapphire it's not going to be that, it's going to be sapphire armor. And the reason we're naming this armor is because we already have that sapphire up there. Oops. Fail. I have the, if you just saw it, this is from paint.net, it's because I have that on the other monitor. Alright, so up here, let's go ahead and I don't want to do that again. I'm gonna take it to final because I don't really need that there. And we're gonna do enum helper that add armor material, and string name is gonna be sapphire, and durability we're gonna do 33. We're gonna make a new int, and the right is going to be, we're just gonna do something like, we're gonna do something really random, like that. Okay, I didn't want to do that. No, stop. The heck. 128. I think I held control there. That's why I did that. So we just threw in random numbers. Actually, we're gonna do 5 for each. All right, there we go. And then we'll do 10. I don't know what 10 is. It's just pretty sure that was the thing what diamond is. So let's add ruby and let's add emerald. So I'm gonna put them in the correct order and yep. So there we go. That's all the armor stuff. It's actually pretty much all armor does. So now we have common proxy stuff, so we can just throw them all in. And bloop. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and paste in everything right here. So this goes from here to here, and a paste. Okay. Everything that you just saw is pretty much the same here. You can check it up on that right there. So we got still 90 because I did the set icon chord correctly and everything like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just throw this in the 720p. Actually, I'll just put it in the full screen mode. We'll create a new world here. It's gonna take a bit, it seems. Come on, Fraps, help it out. Should make sure we're not getting errors. Okay, so we got an error here. Alright, so I went ahead and changed this up a bit just so it's more trustworthy this way, so just make sure that each thing is the correct item. So let's go ahead and start up Minecraft, and this should work. I'm going to check the CocoCraft folder real fast. CocoCraft images, CocoCraft textures, and then the armor. Everything's where they're supposed to be. So we have some armor on. We have some emerald armor on right now. Actually, we don't. Oh, never mind. We're gonna throw some emerald armor on right now. So there we go. That looks nice and fancy. The other one I already tested it out. It actually didn't work because it wasn't. I'm not sure if it just wasn't reading the texture file correctly, or if it each time it was just saying as if it couldn't. As if it was either a pants or leggings or something like that. I have no idea what it was doing, but there is our leggings there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is our ruby. 1, 2, 3, 4, and sapphire. Alrighty, looks nice. So let's just go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And this is that's awesome. All colorful. It looks like a popsicle. Yep. Made so much sense. But yeah, there's our armor. We can go ahead and spawn ourselves in a creeper. Well, let's just use a zombie. And we'll spawn these guys down here in the water. Nine. So let's just go and game it 0. Spawn them all in. And as you can see, we have our stuff down here. Doot. So they're being very mean to me. They're just punching me around, but it's actually not really hurting me that bad. Will they ever hurt me? Or is the adduction Reduction amount too large. I don't know. Yeah, they tend to not be able to hurt me. Well, that's kind of strange. You'll just have to fiddle around with all the integers and such. Yeah, you can see how. Alright, I see what's going on here. What it is doing, it's thinking as if each one is a piece of whatever. It's thinking each one is a piece of blah blah blah. That's what it is. So to do that, we can do. We could just fiddle around with these integers, like we'll just do 1, 4, and all of that stuff. You guys can go ahead and mess around with all this stuff. And yeah, so that's pretty much about it. That's how you add armor into Minecraft. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And if you do disagree on the way that I did this video, that I cut around and pasted things that I've already coded before, don't worry, I won't probably be doing this again, unless if the project's something huge and takes up a lot of time. And yeah, guys, that's for all this sapphire stuff. We don't be doing anything that has to use the word emerald, sapphire, and ruby in it anymore. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like on this video, or maybe your favorite, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And thanks for watching, guys, and talk to you next time. See ya.